is an official ad to the Kick streaming website. It is a shockingly good streaming app, and P.S. no dogs were harmed in the making of this advertisement. Now, as you can see, Kick is doing super well. Actually, over the last month, Kick is the #1 most viewed website for live streams, I'm pretty sure. Which is insane. It's never happened before. Honestly, we are growing at a tremendous rate. It's insane how crazy this is. Because Twitch is a giant failure. Aside from Twitch being a platform that broadcasts infinite dog torture, there was an event that happened yesterday on Twitch that was truly a horrible nightmare situation. We're going to be covering it briefly, and we're going to be looking at EMIRU's response, but we're going to be looking at how much worse it is, because I'm going to be covering things that, unfortunately, I did not see anyone else cover, so that's why we're here, covering the things that no one else wants to. I am saying that the FBI will probably be involved, and there is a lot of insane updates, twists, and turns to this, because Twitch is mega cooked, alright? A radical left streaming platform, and look, man, it's gonna happen. Charlie and Asmongold covered a lot, yeah, but they did, true, and I'm really glad they did, and I think more people need to talk about it if possible, and never drop that microphone. But there are other things that happened in this very, very TwitchCon that are disgusting. So we're going to be looking at everything, because this story dominated, as it should have, but it's worse. So this is a clip that made the rounds. This is EMIRU, as you can see here. And this is someone that just straight up walked up to her and assaulted her. She screamed. This is her personal security guard that pushes him away. And this is him pulling out what appears to be a knife. Over here. Whoa. Insane. And he leaves. So, this is a literal 4K HD assault that happens broadcasted. He was not allowed to be there, for the record. He cut across 3 lines, basically just walked up to her and was able to do that. That's insane. That's absolute insanity. Like, truly some of the most insane, evil shit I've ever seen be allowed to happen. Now, what made it, in my opinion, even worse is the fact that they got him on footage leaving. Allegedly, this is the guy. And he was just able to walk out. Not only did they not detain him or arrest him, but they literally let him walk out. Allegedly. Alright, allegedly. This is allegedly the person who assaulted EMIRU appears to have simply walked out of the door leisurely. It is insane that this seems to happen. Here's 2 other clips of the guy after he assaulted EMIRU before getting through the meet and greet security. And it's absolutely disgusting. It's insane. So basically, this guy did that and was able to not only get in and do that, but also leave. Now, the media is absolute dog shit as always. TMZ news article, streamer EMIRU allegedly assaulted at convention. Bro, there was no allegedly. Stop running defense for radical leftist organizations. No allegedly at all. It's literally on camera. We saw it happen. Are you insane? Allegedly? So again, media being cringe, as media does. So Twitch made a response, which I covered in my previous video, but I wanted to show it to you again because it got community noted by Twitter. So the safety and security of those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displaying the individual involved in the incident yesterday, notice how they don't mention any names, involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable, deeply upsetting. Notice they don't say that a girl was sexually assaulted, where they forced her to fire her own security guard before this happened. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site, responded to the incident. They didn't! We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, but this was also a lie because they originally only wanted to ban him for 30 days. Both online and in-person events we are coordinating. He should be in jail, all right? Banning him for 30 days on Twitch is nothing. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with law enforcement investigations. We increased security at the meet and greet attendee checkpoint, which we are going to cover because apparently they made the meet and greet worse. Again, this I didn't see covered by anybody, which is one of the reasons why we're going to be talking about it today. And have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note we're unable to have +1s. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment, or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. This is a lie. This is a lie because they literally are on Twitch every day calling for the death of streamers and politicians and YouTubers and capitalists. Hasan Piker is a literal terrorist, an Antifa terrorist, and directly fucking supports radical terrorist organizations. Are you insane? You don't have zero tolerance for harassment. You do not have zero tolerance for acts that inhibit the safety and security of the community. You have zero tolerance for looking bad. And you're going to try your best to stop looking bad. Now, it got community noted. Twitch allowed the assailant to walk originally and only pressed to apprehend him and was only pressed to apprehend him until EMIRU's manager pushed for it. The individual was allowed to walk originally. Twitch allowed the assailant to bypass several barriers and creator lines. EMIRU's tweet, which we covered in the previous video. So they got community noted, they got ratioed, they got obliterated. Notice how they didn't even mention EMIRU, they didn't mention it was a sexual assault, and most important, first and foremost, who knows how many more times this happened at TwitchCon, that it just wasn't recorded. EMIRU is one of the biggest female streamers on the site, so everyone knew this happened. Now, imagine if this happened to a smaller streamer, which, for the record, I'm pretty sure it did. I could tell you firsthand, I have heard 10 first-person testimonies, at least, of people that have been sexually harassed / assaulted at TwitchCon. Literally, personally, obviously I'm not going to share those stories, it's not my place, but I could tell you, I could list 10 streamers off the top of my head that have told me personally that it happened to them. So, again, shut the fuck up. They just don't want to make a whole thing out of it. But literally, this is a cesspool. Again, this is a radical left platform. They're feminists, guys. They're all feminists. Look at how feminist they are. Look how much they respect women. They respect them so much. By getting them assaulted. Anyway, so this is Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch. He was asked some hard questions about this, and let's see what happened.
It's the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society.
So should you not get security because there's a problem in society? Is this not insane? Is this not crazy? They literally have a guy break past barriers, sexually assault someone on a meet and greet, one of their biggest streamers. They ask him about it, and he's like, it's a society problem, actually. Yes, this is Taylor Lorenz in a mask. Yes. Obviously. While she keeps the mask on when she's not sucking Hasan's cock. So, this guy over here is like, yeah. It's just a problem in society. It's like toxic masculinity or something.
I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there. Okay, it's very different, you know, when I use other short form content and people.
And then he blames EMIRU, the girl who was sexually assaulted, for not making sure she was banning creeps from her Twitch community of millions of people. She should have been making sure she banned those people, and if that happened, she wouldn't have gotten sexually assaulted. This is Dan Clancy, a radical leftist, communist supporter of Hasan Piker. This is a radical, far left guy that hosted an event where one of the top streamers got sexually assaulted on stream, in real life. His first response is, it's not Twitch's fault because it's a society problem that men are violent. And then says that it's actually her fault for not making sure her community doesn't have weirdos. Amazon, you gotta fire this motherfucker. This is crazy.
People say all sorts of stuff. Well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me.
Later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't.
That's who they were.
But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Hilarious. We're gonna be watching her response, so I'm not gonna be doing this now because we're actually gonna watch her response. But so yeah, so Dan Clancy's like, actually it's a society problem, and actually it's her fault for getting sexually assaulted. Insane, absolute insanity. And remember, these are the leftists, right? These are the leftists. These are the ones that are telling you that you're a misogynist and a Nazi. Now, this is what he's been doing at the actual TwitchCon. Right, this is Dan Clancy, the same CEO.
All right, guys, I am not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
Yep, that guy's not a freak. Yep, that dude's not a total freak. He's too busy slamming female creators to care about the fact that his top streamers are getting sexually assaulted. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. So I made this tweet, and a lot of people are upset at me for this one, and they're even more upset at me for my other one that I'm not going to include in this video because it's not super relevant. But I wanted to talk about how this is 100 times worse of a situation than you think. EMIRU, very popular female streamer on Twitch, was obligated against her will to do a meet and greet for Twitch if she wanted to keep her show. EMIRU's primary bodyguard was banned from the event because in the past he did his job and stopped someone from harming her. EMIRU, during said meet and greet without her primary security guard, was sexually assaulted by a man that walked through multiple lines illegally without getting stopped. EMIRU stated that Twitch originally wanted to give the sexual assaulter a 30-day ban, equivalent to the ban Tectone got for calling a fat ass fat. Thanks for the 2,000 kicks. Aside from the gross negligence that Twitch allowed this to happen, they also lied about taking measures after the fact, as there are videos revealing the sexual assaulter just managed to walk away. Last year's TwitchCon included a on-camera sexual assault, a streamer breaking her back from jumping into a foam pit, and an Arab to Jew racial tier list. Since then, there have been multiple instances of female streamers getting stalked, and 1 week ago, one got murdered by a stalker in Korea. This is a known issue, and they obviously didn't care. On Twitch, calling for the murder of senators, female streamers, or generic right-wing people has become commonplace and goes without punishment. In the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, they still did nothing to prevent someone from walking up to and physically attacking a streamer. To put it in simple terms, now pay attention to what you're about to hear. Twitch created the ideal circumstance for a terrorist to walk up to a streamer that they don't like and murder them. I say this without hyperbole and with 100% sincerity. Think about what would happen if this was, I don't know, Asmongold, and some guy wanted to go kill them. Think about if this was a political streamer, me, Tectone. Think about that. Think about it. Think about it. Think about if this was a political streamer, let's say, and they wanted to do a political assassination. Like we saw the leftoids literally screaming and cheering for that to happen over all of social media after Charlie Kirk's assassination. Do you have any idea how easy it would be to literally murder someone? He just walked right up to her. And she's one of the largest streamers on the platform. He just walked right up to her and attacked her. If he wanted to kill her, she'd be dead. Do you understand how insane that is? If they wanted to kill her, she would be dead. And then this dude pulls out what appears to be a knife. Right? Over here, whatever this is. So, it could have happened. It could have happened. So anyway, Twitch decided after this entire massive amount of backlash to make their statement talking about how this happened, because this is truly a nightmare situation that people don't realize how much worse it actually is. Not to say that it's not terrible, it is terrible, but it's even worse. All right. Now, Twitch decided to take countermeasures in regards to their meet and greet. Okay? Literally pay attention to how evil this is. CHIBIDOKI is a VTuber, a friend of mine. She's a wonderful person. Sorry for the wait, chat. Not having the best experience right now. This was her tweeting at a meet and greet that she was supposed to be hosting. The staff has been lovely for the most part, but they wouldn't let me enter and told me to walk all the way to the help desk to get permission to enter my meet and greet. Right? Because they wanted extra security after EMIRU got sexually assaulted. Because the wristband they gave me doesn't work. I also had to show my face. It was very scary for me, but I understand why. Essentially, they got VTubers that didn't show their face, that were supposed to be doing meet and greets behind like a curtain where just their avatar would show. They would force them to prove their identity to Twitch staff, walking past all of their quote-unquote fans to basically dox themselves. So their security solution was getting people to dox themselves. That was their security solution. The overcorrection. Absolute nightmare. Other people are like, yeah, this happened to me too. I was the head of an ambassador program and they wouldn't listen. I hope they at least made you show your face privately. Sadly, no, not privately. But the staff was apologetic. The manager said I had to. This is insane. This is absolutely insanity. This is the most unbelievably disorganized company of all time. Now, I already showed this clip. What a nightmare. It's her fault for making the community that way, says this guy. Oh, absolute ridiculous insanity. Now, if you think that's insane, there's another thing Twitch did that's insane, and it actually violates federal law, which I think is pretty hilarious. Congratulations to Vader FN and Liliana, the Milk Cup 2025 champions. The Milk Cup is a giant Fortnite event, and as you can see, this is an all-women's event. This is an all-women's event. Fortnite hosts a women's-only tournament at TwitchCon, and a dude won. You will notice this Vader FN over here is, in fact, a she-her. So they had a woman-only event. Bro, you thought that it's only in physical sports that men are out there taking trophies from women? Nah. In the woke hellscape of Twitch, you got women losing Fortnite events for men to men. It's absolute insanity. So yeah, obviously they won by a lot, actually. If you look at the chart, it's like, here it's like, you know, 230, 236, 241, 249, 264! The team with the most Y chromosomes of any of the teams managed to take a W. Pretty weird. Anyway, it's pretty insane that this keeps happening. I mean, they voted for this. They all support this. It's a radical left place. I can't help but not feel that bad for them.
I'm just so happy right now.
Yeah. All right, so she's happy that she won.
A W, Nina, bro.
Vader, one last question for you.
All right, and here's a question for Vader, the woman that won the Fortnite event.
You coming into something like the Milk Cup Championship, a place for women, you know, made by women, for women.
Yo.
Made by women, for women. I know you have a penis.
What does it mean
Yo,
to be
okay.
now standing here as the winner of a place like this that is about the presence of women in esports?
I think that it really shows.
That's a man! That's a man! That's a man! Anyway, not an easy day for women out there, truly. You can't even fucking play video games in women's leagues anymore. It's rough out there. It's rough out there. Get yourself a woman teammate who has a penis if you can. So anyway, anywho, EMIRU actually made a response video, and she doesn't do drama. She made a response video about the whole Twitch stuff, and apparently she releases a lot of interesting inside info. So let's see what this is all about. Twitch is an absolute dumpster fire, radical left, absolute fucking degenerate cesspit hellhole of terrorist supporters, sexual assaulters, deviants, and pedophiles. I hope you're ready to see how much worse it is, because I'm just saying, I've been riding the Twitch downfall train since day one, and I am not getting off that platform.
Wake the f up, samurai.
Oh god.
We have a city to burn.
You can tell how stressed she is, man. She made notes.
Okay, so first of all, you guys will have to forgive me because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay? I did not want to have to do like a stream like this. Like, it feels like I'm doing like a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to—
Thank God that everyone got to see it. If that would not think about how insane this is. If that wouldn't have been filmed, it wouldn't have even been a story. Do you realize how insane that is? If it wouldn't have been filmed, it wouldn't be a story. It would have just been completely ignored, brushed under the rug, like the dozens of other sexual assaults that have happened at Twitch events. Events for, honestly, radical left feminists and woke people that are all complete freaks.
be doing right now, actually, I'm supposed to be going over my run of show for my TwitchCon show, which I am still doing, by the way, because of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it. It's not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this.
Oh my god.
Because there's
she looks
so
stressed
much
out of her
stuff
mind
that I feel like needs to be talked about, which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me, I am never like that. But I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me. Like, this could have happened to anyone.
True.
Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone.
It did. It definitely did. Of course it did. It absolutely did. First of all, I showed you in my previous video that it did happen to people in the past, so I don't want to tread ground. I know of parties that happen at Twitch where drinks get spiked and people get sexually assaulted. I know these things firsthand stories that I've heard. Obviously, I never went to TwitchCon. I never wanted to be around these these people. I've never gone. So you know. But look, I've heard of so many nightmare stories.
A small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter.
Your hand is literally trembling.
Because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck, like I have to talk about this. Like, people need to know that this happened. Like, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter. So thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself. Which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess because I'm not.
Last year, Camilla was stalked at her home after TwitchCon. Yeah, I remember. I could list off a dozen stories on the spot, okay? Camilla's a VTuber who did a meet and greet at TwitchCon. Someone slipped like an AirTag into her bag, and then after she went home, stalked her and like tried to break into her house or something. Another female streamer. Like, it's insane. Like, these are parasocial gooner relationships, and Twitch doesn't have any form of actual security to protect these people that they put out in front of everyone. Like, that wouldn't happen at like an Oscars show or anything like that. It was a plushie the fan gave her. Whatever. Who cares? Like, you get the idea. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, this whole culture of worshiping people on the internet, that's toxic as fuck, and it needs to stop. That's one. And two, Twitch enables it. They love it. They love it. You get clips of Dan Clancy saying, oh, we need more women. We need more children on the platform. We need more children on the platform. Then he hires another 400 porn stars to start streaming on Twitch. It's not even a joke. They know exactly what they're doing.
To be doing these kinds of streams. I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral.
True! True! They only ban Hasan when he gets back. They didn't ban Hasan Piker for calling for the death of Rick Scott, a United States Senator, until he got backlash, and they gave him a 24-hour timeout after the backlash. I could give you a dozen stories about this. And it's all coincidentally radical left positions every single time. What a giant cover-up, man.
After the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel.
That's what I heard too, by the way. That's what I heard too. That it happened. They added extra guidelines, but they didn't actually tell people why they were doing it.
So their meet and greet, like maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay.
Oh my god.
My notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board.
Understandable.
But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that.
Dude, Twitter is saving lives. For the record, in case you're unaware, I'm gonna show you something insane that a lot of people should know about, just because you have to see how disgusting these different companies are. If you look at the YouTube videos that were posted, a lot of them are blurry, and the reason for that is this. This is WestJet's video on Emily, on EMIRU, this entire situation. The video got taken down for nudity or sexual content because of, you heard it here first, folks, the clip of her getting assaulted. The actual thing that the commentary is about. And YouTube is actively taking this shit down. And if it not for Twitter, people wouldn't know this existed. I'll just be real. Elon Musk buying Twitter might have saved civilization. Like, it sounds so fucking stupid to say, but it might not be wrong. Like, it's insane. It's insane.
Talked about it, because otherwise I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously. Straight up. So I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine. So I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up
Insane.
and in front of another streamer's meet and greet.
Oh my god, dude. How is there no security?
He walks up to me.
I just think of Charlie Kirk getting hit by a sniper. And then the entire internet celebrates. The leftoids celebrate. And then they do a public event with public figures. And you could literally just walk up to them and assault them. This is insane.
And he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes it'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. Why would you expect it to be like a sexual assaulter getting through all of Twitch's security, right?
But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal.
Obviously.
And then he grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered, tries to kiss me. And I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
So then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he looks, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, he's like,
oh my
what
God,
the fuck
dude.
just happened? And again,
this
no
is
one from Twitch
unreal.
there.
Like, this is you mean to tell me that after she got sexually assaulted and walks away and she comes back, and you didn't have someone from Twitch go and like tell the guy, hey, go back down, give her some space? You didn't have any Twitch staff there at all, even after it happened?
I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that, and he's like, no, like, I'm so.
She needed to apologize to the guy that was there for the meet and greet? Where is Twitch's staff? Like, these people need to fucking get axed, fired, destroyed. This website, this entire system, the Egypt-based trust and security staff, that shit needs to get annihilated. This is crazy.
Sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not
Yeah.
like
Good
someone
question.
from Twitch or Twitch security. Anyway, so I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that and were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like started talking about something else. So it's like, okay, and then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there.
No shot.
And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon.
Twitch didn't ban a sexual assaulter, but Twitch did ban her security guard for holding someone's arm. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. There's something about these radical left organizations and websites that they want people to get hurt. They like are on the side of violence. They're anti-law and order. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like from
This is
all
the
of Twitch.
California retards, man. I mean, again, to be fair, the trust and safety routine in Twitch is based in Egypt. All right, no one seems to want to call it out because no one wants to go that step. They're afraid they're going to be called racist. But did you know that 99.3% of Egyptian women say they've been sexually harassed, according to the UN? All right, 99.3% of women in Egypt, and you're really putting the trust and safety team in front of, like, in charge of banning people that are creepy to women? Dude.
Not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas. Anyway, that just a side note. Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here. Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this?
It's insane.
Anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel.
Before they blame the Egyptians, there's someone else that we have to blame. Oh, never mind. This image timed out. Never mind.
I let some of my friends know they come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know. She says,
the
okay,
Egyptians.
My manager, I've contacted the police. They're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy. They haven't found him.
Oh my God! It's only because her team is pressing charges that Twitch decided, wait a second, we should start looking for this guy. Oh my God! What a nightmare! He was caught in 4K in a giant event. How, unless you were negligent to the point that you are pro-sexual, I mean, to be fair, they're pro-Hamas. Hamas, the largest rape gang in the Middle East. They're pro-Hamas, obviously. They just go out there and they rape people all the time. So why are we surprised? Why are we surprised that these pro-Hamas retards are actually not super on top of stopping a sexual assaulter?
I'm like, what? Anyway. So at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who, by the way, she's so sweet. Like, she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends. I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now. And then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything. So after that, I start getting a lot of messages. I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
You can't even make this up, man. These people are fucking sickos. They're sickos. They're actual sickos. Tectone was banned for calling someone fat. Or, like... Aiden Ross was banned because his chat said hateful things. I'm not even exaggerating. This is insane. This is literally classic leftoid brain. All right, this is classic leftoid brain where words are violence, but violence isn't violence.
What? And then she's all
Yeah, expose their asses. That's right. Foot to the flame.
obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or
He
not.
needs to go to jail, man. This is...
Like, we're talking about the convention here.
For the record, no one wants to take this extra step. This is leftoid logic. Protect the criminals. Let them out of jail infinite times. All right? Infinite get out of jail free cards. He's in California. Close the prisons, right? Aren't all these people the prison abolitionists? Aren't all of them those guys? Oh, please. Please. We don't mind if they get arrested and convicted 37 separate times. We'll still let them out of jail. I'm glad that people are noticing that this is an issue here. That these people should be locked away, thrown in the hole. Insane asylum, something.
So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for
Again, who cares? This is like so irrelevant, but yeah, true.
that to happen, by the way.
Insane
These two
that this
people
happened.
are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Well, yeah, based in Egypt. Who's surprised?
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it, but I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay.
Yeah. They so don't care. They only care about the optics. They so don't care. Insane. I have someone in my chat yelling about how an e-thought cries about sexual assault, yet she still does her cosplay show. For the record, I don't like the idea that it's we're living in a society where you have e-thoughts. But also, she is not an e-thought, as far as I'm aware. She doesn't have, like, an OnlyFans or anything like that. And third of all, that doesn't mean people should go get raped. So, you're getting banned, for being pro-rape. We don't support that. That's for Hasan Piker's chat. He's pro-rape.
Oh, also another detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then, she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager, Melissa. And they showed...
Of course. Of course. Obviously. Obviously. That's insane. That's insane. They didn't even fucking come to her. They didn't even ask your questions.
Showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards.
Dude, they don't have, like, security cameras? This is crazy.
They're like, oh yeah, here's his photo. We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything. The guy. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard. Which
Can I just say, Dan Clancy tried to push off the Congress hearing about Hasan Piker, and now he's here on record, kind of blaming EMIRU for getting sexually assaulted at his event. They're gonna get, oh my god.
again, here, I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was able, he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then, so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the
Amazon is complicit at this point. I don't care. They know. Elon Musk directly tagged Jeff Bezos to tell him about some of the shit that goes on Twitch. There's no way we don't know this. Like, this is insanity, dude. All the communists are out there making money for the biggest capitalist company on the planet. Durin, thanks for the 5 subs. This is crazy.
Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or like they didn't do that beforehand? Like, hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, they, I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head.
All right.
And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand.
Amazon be like, whoa, rape is bad, actually, we think. Especially because people are talking about it.
I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane.
True. It's almost like the things that people like me or Asmongold or Tectone have been saying for months is actually completely accurate. And Twitch is an evil company that is literally, they do not care about people getting assaulted sexually or physically. They don't care. They only care about the PR. All right, they don't care if animals get abused. They don't care if people get abused. None of that matters to them at all. It's all about the vibe.
Like I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows?
There were. We literally have video footage of that happening
at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you. And okay, hold on.
Obviously don't care.
Let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to. All right, let me read this.
Like, people shit on YouTube and stuff for like algorithm changes, but Twitch actively puts people in danger. in my opinion. I really think they're complicit in this type of stuff. Like, dude, you see what people on Twitch say, you know, calling for the murder and death of other streamers. Like, it's completely insane.
Safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager.
Oh my
she said,
God, dude.
were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No.
That's why they said that. That's why they said that. Oh my God. That's why they said it. I'm in shock. That's why Twitch actually announced that the +1s can't go. Because they don't background check the +1s. I'm in shock. What do you mean they don't background check the +1s? How does that make any sense at all? How does that make any sense?
Melissa was like,
oh my God.
Okay guys, Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of, I've just had so many things happen, and, like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're, like, a creator, or, like, a girl creator in particular. But I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times.
I mean, to be fair, there's a massive difference between female creators and male creators. For example, a lot of her content, I know that she's not like an OnlyFans creator or whatever, but she does do cosplay stuff, which is inherently gonna gather gooners, right? She does have that gooner audience for sure. I, thank God, don't. I don't do anything like that. I, in fact, very much don't like to share anything that goes on in my personal life. Yes, you do? Okay, shut up. But no, that's not the point. See, I only get death threats, alright? So, that's different, alright? I hope she doesn't get death threats. Only gooners. I get the people that give me death threats. They get the gooners. That's how we trade off. It's pretty insane. No, it's horrifying. Every audience has its creeps. True. Especially, I think, women's audiences have more creeps, inherently. I mean, you realize these people are literally, not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them have, like, this weird parasocial relationship to a girl because she's pretty. That's what a lot of them actually think. Maybe not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them. Yeah, you don't want necessarily to be around those guys.
I'm always like, you know,
Not to say that there's any, not to say that this means that Twitch has a right to do anything that they do. Absolutely not. Twitch is disgusting for letting this to happen. This is not her fault at all. That's just how it works.
it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already.
Yeah, true. Shouldn't have gotten here.
Oh my God.
We should have never gotten to this point.
So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, a rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane. And I mean, I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but
I'm really glad she is, because honestly, if I talked about it, no one would care. If Asmongold, well, my audience would care. If Asmongold talked about it, his audience would care. But when a normie talks about it, that's not like some sort of person that has that reputation of being politically biased. It opens more people's eyes. And I think that this is super important. This is super, super important.
It's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong? And, like, okay, so another thought that I had was, like, maybe, like, the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe, like, you know, they hired, like, shitty security and they, like, lied to them so they wouldn't, like, you know, lose their job or not get paid.
Yeah, that's not an excuse at all, actually. Who cares? It's huge their problem. What?
Maybe if you guys had, like, you know, actual cameras and, like, good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why is it better to, or, like, easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane.
Insane.
But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like, this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
But yeah, I have been, okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their, like, top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and, like, Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just, I don't know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think I covered everything, and
All right.
I've
Well, I suppose the rest is just gonna be rambly. But no, that's a nightmare. What an actual nightmare. What an unbelievable actual nightmare. Holy crap. Dude, this is despicable, evil shit. Truly evil, despicable shit. Unreal that it got this bad. Absolutely unreal that it got this bad. And yeah, well, that's your tolerant leftoids. That's right. Tectone's been going crazy. I saw Tectone's been making some tweets. I'm going to explain to everyone very clearly why Twitch is objectively and morally bankrupt. EMIRU's sexual assaulter got banned for 30 days. EMIRU's bodyguard who protected her got banned permanently. Oh, that's not explainable. That's not explainable. Aiden Ross was banned indefinitely for his chat displaying hateful conduct. EMIRU's sexual assaulter was banned for 30 days. Yup! Can't, literally not possible to explain. Weird energy at TwitchCon. EMIRU situation. Now a fight broke out outside of TwitchCon. Just saw 2 people with bloody faces. The tolerant left. The tolerant left, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. If you're mad at me for highlighting the abuse of Hasan towards his dog, highlighting the damage Hasan caused other creators, criticizing Twitch's mistreatment of creators, spreading awareness of the horrific incident EMIRU went through, showcasing Dan Clancy's hypocrisy, I highly recommend you understand the term cognitive dissonance. Yeah, no, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I saw this Hasan tweet. I saw this. The DHS secretary shot her puppy and wrote about it in her book. Cops kill 10,000 dogs a year. A decent number of people support all of that. Think I abuse my dog because she sometimes sleeps behind me for hours and believe I zap her to keep her there. They don't care about animals. Oh my god!
Well, actually, other people abuse animals also, so technically, I'm allowed to abuse animals too. Yeah, technically, they abuse animals, so therefore, I am also allowed to abuse animals. Alright. I'm gonna be really clear. Technically, they abuse animals too.
You gotta make this up! This is the craziest response I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god, dude!
Technically, I don't know if you considered this, but technically, they abuse animals.
And the craziest part about this is literally the Palestine argument. It's insane. It's absolute insane. It's like those people don't care about animals. Hasan, you don't care about Palestinians. Like, you can make the same exact argument. It's like, bro, you're supporting Hamas, the people that started the war, that refused to end the war, that literally use human shields, that they just violated the ceasefire. They did, for the record. They bombed random Israeli tanks and stuff, and they tried to snipe Israeli soldiers. They violated the ceasefire. They are the ones that are causing all the death of Palestinians in Gaza. You don't care about Palestinians. You support Hamas. Like, again, we could play this game forever, except that one's just true. No, the craziest thing is, they did? Yeah, they did. So, Twitch is a cesspit. It is an absolute degenerate, morally abhorrent cesspit community. It's disgusting. It's truly, truly gross and disgusting. I made this tweet because I think it's important. Twitch's trust and safety team is largely located in Egypt. 99.3% of Egyptian women say they've been sexually harassed. 80% of Egyptians hate dogs because dog saliva is impure in Islam. 90% of Egypt is Islamic. Hasan Piker is the CEO's favorite streamer and abused his dog on screen. 79% of Egyptians expressed unfavorable views on the U.S. The largest leftist streamer, Hasan Piker, said America deserved 9/11, as well as plenty more anti-American sentiment, no punishment. Obviously, because, again, the trust and safety team is based in Egypt. Obviously, they hate the U.S., so why are we surprised? Are you insane? 95% of Egyptians have an unfavorable view of Jews, with only 2% expressing a favorable opinion. All right, well, last year, TwitchCon featured an Arab to Jew racial tier list with Jews at the bottom. Twitch geo-blocked all of Israel for a year, and multiple streamers said quotes like, Judaism is a demonic ethnicity. Like Mike from PA, a leftist. A very tolerant leftist. Amazon, what the fuck are you doing? Amazon, what are you doing? What are you doing? People don't realize how bad it is. For the record, this tweet that I've pinned is all of Hasan's bullshit that he's been doing on Twitch. And for the record, I have had actual journalists reaching out for information. Actual journalists, I think she's a journalist, right? Republican Constitution investigative journalist. Like I have a lot of people reaching out over this one. I don't think you understand how bad it's getting for Twitch. I don't think you understand nearly how bad it's getting for Twitch. Nah, this is disgusting. It's evil. It's abhorrent. It's despicable. Twitch is allowing this to happen, and I think that these radical left organizations that are just basically given a free pass because, hey, it's in California. Don't worry, Governor Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, was out there doing PR with Twitch streamers at Twitch. Did you know that? Did you know that? The governor of California was sitting there at Twitch doing PR moves with streamers while streamers were getting sexually assaulted on the higher floor? Were you aware that was going on at Twitch? It is an absolute degenerate radical left cesspit, and no one fucking cares about any of these things. They are pro-criminal, they are pro-crime, they are pro-terrorist, they are pro-abuse, and honestly, I am very much looking forward to the downfall. It's overdue. Let's just say, God has a very ironic sense of humor.
Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there.
Stay weird, fam.